My name is Vadim Katz. I'm a lawyer. I was asked to come to the show today to address two areas. One, employment law, and second, car accident cases. If you have any questions regarding these two areas, please send your questions in by way of email and we'll be able to answer them.
I was hit by a car. I went to my doctor who told me that I need physiotherapy and other medical treatment. I cannot afford to pay for treatment. What can I do?
In this type of scenario, you can apply to your car insurance company for these types of benefits. And it doesn't matter if it's your fault or not your fault. Your insurance company still has to pay you for the treatment that you require as a result of this car accident. If it happens that you just did not have car insurance at the time of the accident, you can still apply to the car insurance of the vehicle that struck you, and they should also be paying for these types of benefits. To obtain these benefits, what we normally do is we obtain the certificates from your treating doctors as to exactly what you need, and then we submit those to the insurance company, and the insurance company reimburses the treating physicians for any type of treatment that you need.
I was laid off from work for 8 weeks because of COVID-19. After 8 weeks, the employer told me that they cannot hire me back. They told me to look for another job. Can they fire me during COVID?
Well, this is a difficult situation and it's been happening a lot lately. But unfortunately, your employer can fire you during this pandemic. But if the employer does, they have to pay you compensation, what we call severance. The compensation would depend on many different factors. The main factors are your age, how long you've been working for the employer, how much you were making, and scarcity of the employment in this type of marketplace. So all those factors go into the mix to determine exactly how much severance you're entitled to. These types of cases can be resolved fairly quickly. The best thing to do is to contact us so we can communicate with your employer and explain the situation and then get compensation you deserve.
I was offered a severance package from my employer. They told me I only had a few days to accept it. How much does it cost to speak to a lawyer about whether I should accept? Can this be done by telephone or video chat?
We normally don't charge for these types of consultations. So what we do is we review your documents that you obtained from your employer, and we also look at any other factors that we need to determine if what you're being offered is sufficient. We offer 30-minute free consultation. It can be done either by phone or by video Zoom. We would require you to email us any documents that the employer provided so we can review them in advance, and then we can give you an opinion. If we feel that the employer is not paying enough money, then we can tell you that and we can speak to the employer to obtain you more compensation.
I developed anxiety over the past couple of months. My doctor told me to take some time off work. I have health benefits through work, but the insurance company denied my claim. Now my employer is threatening to fire me if I do not return to work. What can I do?
We normally do in these types of cases where the insurance company says that you're capable of working, and then they explain to the employer that you're capable of working, and the employer turns around and says, well, you either come to work or you're going to be terminated. What we do is we obtain the necessary medical documents from your treating physicians to establish that you're actually unable to work. We submit those documents to the insurance company and also to the employer, and we challenge them both. That process can take maybe a month or two, depending on how quickly your doctor can turn around the necessary documents that we need to support your case. And these types of cases usually resolve fairly quickly, again, depending on different factors, such as how motivated your employer is and how fast the doctor can give us the documents that we need to establish that you're disabled and unable to work. In this type of scenario, if you are disabled, based on what your treating physicians say, then the employer cannot terminate your employment. And at the same time, the insurance company has to pay you the benefits that you deserve while you cannot work. We speak many different languages. I speak both Russian and English, and we have people in the office that can speak Korean, Armenian, and some other Slavic languages if you need. We can also communicate through a translator. So communication with the clients is not a big issue for us because we can always find a way to explain to you your rights.